Outstanding father and husband, award-winning teacher. He won $25,000 cash award from the Milken Foundation. Dedicated principal and a college professor now. Now, when he was the principal, he knew the names of all 800 kids in the school. When I had my school of 600, I knew every kid's name. Hey, you. Never had any trouble, so and his lovely wife, Dr. Carol. We call her Dr. Carol because as soon as we get a hangnail on the phone, what do we do for this or that? And she has the answers. She's a nurse for a dermatologist, a wonderful cook. She's always providing food for us. And as you know, a wonderful mother and wife. And then there are three amigos. Maggie May. Okay, there you are. Rachel, just put your hand up. And Bridget. Now, her mother's coming later, Carol's mother, Mary Rose. She was the eyes and ears of the West Side for 60 years. They had 2 taverns, and you know when you own a tavern, you know everything that's going on. So when she comes in later, I'll give her a little mention and so forth. Next is son John.
Behind you.
Behind you. All right. How Kay and I worried on a Saturday night. John's upstairs reading books on finance and business, and we said, get a date. And I said, I'll even take you over to Goat Island and Milford Ballroom. You're a little old and a little scraggy, but what's the difference? It's a date. So a short time later, he came. Numbers, you betters. Number 1, great daughter. Number 2, outstanding wife and mother. Number 3, award-winning teacher. You box those 3 numbers and you're going to win that trifecta every time. My son-in-law, Terry, where is he? Get over here. Couldn't find a better son-in-law. He'll do anything for you. In 11 years of marriage with Mary, I've never had one cross word with him. And he'll do anything for you. And the finest thing I could say to him is, this bud's for you. Then we have Aaron.
Right behind you, right behind you.
Aaron Kapelek, teacher at Fenton High in Bensonville. And first year rookie teacher. And her sister Megan Kapelek. Okay. Now we have a new member of the family. We have Jonas Shook, Aaron's boyfriend. State trooper. We'll be on the highways in December, southwest and byways, with his trusted deputy, Barney Fife. But I'll tell you one thing, if you have any Cub stickers on that car, it's a St. Louis Cardinal. So I asked him what he's learned in school. He says the 2 most important things I learned in school, always have change for a $100 bill. And 2, whenever you stop somebody without any reason, the standard cause is going too slow for conditions. That takes care of our clan. Then I go to my sister over here, the rock of the family. When my brother-in-law Dick died, they all said, oh, poor Pat will fall apart and so on. Not her, she's been terrific. And she is here today. Her son Richie, where's Richie? Okay, Richie.
Some of them are coming later, man.
Yes, Patty McKee is coming later, and her other daughter, Kathy, and Pat Stack, and their son Ryan are coming. I got to tell you a story about Pat Stack. I got to bust his chops because when he comes, he'll bust my chops. He was born and raised in Canaryville. Canaryville, just south of Bridgeport. The family has 4 things: family, faith, Democratic Party, and the White Sox. At the age of 13, the precinct captain comes over to the house, and all 13-year-old boys swear an oath they will never go to Wrigley Field, or they will never cheer for the Cubs. So a year ago, last summer, I'm looking at Channel 9. I says, Cubs won the game at the last. Go, what's that song they sing? Go Cubs, go. Go Cubs, go, go. I said, That's Pat Stack. White sheet with a big W. So I wasn't the only one, about 100 of his friends spotted it. But he took the Colonel Klink defense. I know nothing about nothing. He didn't know anything about it and so on. So that's the way that worked out. Then my brother Bob's family. Did Ma give you the Captain Munsey nickname?
Oh, you did.
I got it. Captain Munsey was Hugh Cronin in Brute Force, the prison picture with Burt Lancaster. So Bob was the head of the city plumbers. And their motto was, your crap is our bread and butter. At home, he would blow his top once in a while, Father. And I brought back a Japanese rifle, and we had it downstairs. He said, I'm going down to get that rifle. So my dad and I said, go ahead. You want us to line up against the wall? Because my dad had taken out the firing pin, and we weren't worried about it. Bob was leaving home many times. So as soon as he said, I'm leaving home, we'd rush for the suitcase. I'm not leaving home today. But he fooled everybody. Came in one day in 1947 and said, I just joined the mountain troops out in Camp Carson, Colorado. My poor mother was weeping. I said, there's no war on. Let's go. He outfoxed everybody. He went out and he got back just before the Korean War. And the mountain troops of Fort Carson had the highest rate of casualties in Korea. That's how that works. Now today, their daughter and son-in-law came in from a suburb of Cleveland. Karen and Joe Letizia. Here they are. Really appreciate that trip and so on. And next, Marion. Oh, I'm sorry. Bob's wife, Marion. How many years? 50 what?
58.
58. You're almost up close. Catch it up.
Wow.
Loyal wife, mother, and one daughter is today they have some kind of a sports program for their daughter. She's very athletic, so she couldn't make it and so on. My brother Jim's family, Jim and Joan. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story after I finish introducing the people. This is a happy day for our clan, but it may not have been a happy day because I almost sold my soul to the devil for money. Father Smith saved my soul, and Jim and Joan saved it. Surprisingly, I'll tell you the story. From their family, we have Gina and Marty Ozog. Kelly's supposed to come, and I think Joanne and Mike are supposed to come. Did I miss anybody there?
Jimmy.
Jimmy, yeah.
Kelly's not able to come.
Oh, Kelly's not able. Okay, thanks a lot. And then we go over from Jimmy's family to my sister Kay Holman. Where is she? Right here. All right. Can't have nothing to say bad about her. She's goody two-shoes. Never breaks any rules or regulations and so on. From her family, I'd like to point out Tom Holman, her husband. Where's Tom?
Right here.
All right. Mark Holman, the tall guy there. His twin, Maureen Bombeck, and her husband, Paul Bombeck, behind her. And Tommy. Tommy knows more about horses than anybody in this room. I'll tell you how many winners he's given me at Arlington and Hawthorne. His horses don't run on racetracks. They run on farms or bridle paths or any place other than a racetrack. He knows a lot about horses and so on. And that pretty much takes care of our clan. Now I'll go over to Kay's side. Well, I have 3 other cousins here. I want to introduce them. Noreen McCann.
Behind you.
Behind you. They're all behind you. Jim McCann.
Behind you.
Behind you. And Charlie McCann. Right here. All right. Now, Charlie McCann. A little story about Charlie. I go to this dentist, Joe Mikowski, and they go golfing every Monday. And he bends my ear, he whips Charlie, and I get tired of listening to it. So I'm going to give you some advice. You got to play by Bill Clinton rules on the golf course. You don't count mulligans, If